What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Today we're going to go over two videos where one of it's going to be a motorcycle rider hitting a pole kind of up on the chest, not a good deal. And the second one, I just don't want you guys doing this, okay? This is an in-town incident where somebody gets cut off and a few other things, and they punch a mirror. We're not doing that here, guys. We're smart riders, all right? So let's go ahead and watch this. Quick, someone decided that he would fence the road with a thin barrier because he wanted to chase the horses away from the stud to the pasture. The barrier was thin and faded, and okay. All right. Here we go. Oh. Clotheslined. Oh, man. Holy crap. So I'm wondering if this is like a private road? I wonder if that's a private road or not. Well, no, because look, there's a sign. You see the sign on the right? Let's see. So Animal Crossing, farm animals to the right. So that looks, I mean, this looks like a normal road. This can't be legal. So yeah, look, this is government markings on the road. Government markings. Okay. So soon, it's gonna be hard to see. It's that motion-induced blindness when that object that you're going towards isn't moving, but you are, and the background's kind of moving. It's almost blending in. Barely saw it right here. Start trying to brake. Here's the thing, everybody. You can't swerve for this. It's literally like a tree across the road. So if it was a tree across the road, that's the more, plausible thing that could happen. What do? You try to brake your best. You try to do some really good progressive brake pressure. You try your best here. And if you're going to hit something, hopefully you got full gear. This person has full gear, but man, that impact to the chest, there's no chest protection. In motorcycle safety gear, you have elbow protection, shoulder, back, knee, hip, and then that's pretty much it. You don't have chest protection. So hitting this in your chest, oh man, you already know that you're gonna hit something and you're gonna crash. So hopefully you have full gear. But this, I'd be going to court for this one.
He realized that it was impossible to settle with this driver.
Non-issue. You saw the opening in the lane? You saw the opening lane. That person was trying to take it. Oh! What? And then he's going to speed off in the shoulder. All right. So right here, take a look at what we're doing. We're going to be zigzagging through. All right. So you have to understand when you lane split or you start doing stuff like this, a big hazard that you're going to have is anybody wanting to switch lanes. So it's a merging issue, a path of travel issue. So we talk about this all the time. Okay, big open gap right here, everybody. You should know this. Big open gap, big open gap. Now, since there's no one here, no one's going to go to the right. Nobody's going to go to the right or left and right, all that stuff. The main thing is you start to see the brake lights here. Brake lights should put you in orange stage, especially when you only have this much room. Okay, so be very careful with that. You see them slowing down. You start seeing the side of this vehicle. You see how it's a little different. With the point of view, you know this person is trying to switch lanes. I mean, class, who else thinks that this person is trying to switch lanes? I mean, doesn't it look like it? If you look at the screen right here, doesn't it look like this person right here? Let's go ahead and make this right there. Doesn't it look like they're trying to switch lanes? They're slowing down to kind of do this. They're just kind of like, they're slowing down to go into this lane. I mean, natural behavior, you kind of understand that. You already see it. So when you see that, go into orange stage. Go ahead and prep and ready for it. Start squeezing that throttle, or not throttle, start squeezing that brake if you have to. Get yourself out of this situation. Now, 35, you're supposed to be going 35 miles an hour.
To settle with
this person's still in their lane. Still in their lane. Never really passes. We put ourselves in that spot. So this is completely our fault if we're the rider. We literally put ourselves in danger by getting close to this vehicle. And honestly, look at this. They're still in their lane. So this is when I said this is a non-issue. This person got pissed off. All right, so end of story. Leave it alone. Now you go on with your day, motorcycle rider. Go on with your day. Why do you think that there's no one here? Why did that vehicle not take that spot? Because that vehicle is trying to get over here. Okay, so if you saw that, let them in. Non-issue. They're right behind you. They wanted to switch all the way to the right. Cool. So you do that. This person is understandably upset at this dumb motorcycle rider. You know, this could be a dumb Jeep Cherokee driver. I don't know. Either way, we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. This is not how I want you guys to act. Especially this part right here. Let's go ahead and I almost got it on time. That's kind of stupid. On Ciro with the 199. Thank you so much. That's kind of stupid. Don't do that. And then once you do that, see, this is what I always don't get. So people punch mirrors, act like idiots, and then they take off. You know, if you had the conviction to do that, why don't you stay around a little bit? You know? But now we're going to do this, and now we're going to go ahead and take a typically, it's the shoulder or the bike lane. This is a good escape route if you had to, but he's using the escape route to run away from somebody, not to escape an issue. This is kind of stupid. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you click that like button or watch this video to get more information on how to be a smart rider. All right, guys, with that said, hope to see you on the live stream. Yeah.